Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle.
These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And right away, he lost the football. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A first down run there by Mostert as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Working from the gun, Lance.
Forced out to his left. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
That's caught by Werner, the tight end.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
On 2nd and 1, Lance. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Mostert.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Raheem Mostert.
His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson.
And this will go to Carson out wide.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. Second down and 4.
50 seconds to Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check.
Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Javon Kinlaw
able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Now it's Wilson. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Javon Kinlaw
in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 43. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
On play action, Lance. That's swung out to Mostert. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Lance. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Javon Kinlaw. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score.
Gold to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Niners 28, Seahawks nothing. Joey Sly set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
You can't block me. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Watch the screen. Pass.
Now Wilson. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Fielded at the 20. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you?
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off. But he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Here we go, let's bring it.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 23 yards on the play.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Right there, 54 Mike. Get him, get him.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now 2nd and goal.
That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
Second and goal from the 1.
Go on, D. Hey, check, Mike.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Nfgl, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mostert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Second and 11 now. Now a play fake. Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go play action with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the final number, pretty impressive courtesy of Next Gen Stats, 21.4 miles per hour. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Lance finding Kittle, first down San Francisco.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On first down, Lance. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Lance now on first down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Again, it's Lance. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll find Eskridge here complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And once again, it's Eskridge. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 7 yards, the pickup there.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Wilson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Get that quarterback at all costs. 26 Mike. Exit. 26 Mike. Yo.
Play action. Now Wilson. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. The Lance going to throw. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards that time. They hand it off to Mostert. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Sermon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown, because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now Wilson on first down. He's going to air one out. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Go, go, go. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Let's go.
Again, Wilson. And this will go to Carson out wide. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively, because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner, except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.